Hey everyone, what's going on? Mark here at the Redfern Food Forest, and today I'm going to give you a bit of an update of my experience so far with this Tumbler composter. Let's go. So I bought this composter back in March or so, several months ago, and I've been using it since then, and I wanted to share a bit of my experience with you, the things I like, the things that I would, change about it. Overall, it's a good composter. If you're looking for something small, on a smaller space, you don't have lots of land, it's definitely going to work for you. What I mostly use it for is kitchen scraps. So whenever I find some fruit or vegetables that have been stuck in the back of the fridge, lost and forgotten too long with some mold on them, or I'm chopping up some peppers and I have the seeds left over, or the apple core, or the banana peel, I kind of throw all that stuff in there and I just let it sit. I definitely don't use this composter properly. For example, you're supposed to have like a 3-to-1 balance between your green and your brown material. So 1 green, which is nitrogen heavy, to 3 of your brown, which is your carbon heavy materials. And I probably do a lot more greens in here than I should, but as long as it doesn't stink, I don't really mind. For the green material, I just use kitchen scraps, so leftover pieces of fruits and vegetables, things that have either been left in the back of the fridge too long, lost and forgotten, or if I have a banana peel or an apple core or leftover, carrot stalks or pepper seeds, I just throw it all in here. What I should do is chop it all up nice and small, mix it all together with brown material, and then give it a spin here and there. I don't really do that. I'm kind of a lazy composter, if you will, but it's still working for me. One of the things that I like about it is that it doesn't collect too much water. That's something I read about other composters online, is there's a pool of water down at the base or up here, and it's a mosquito breeding ground, and I don't want that, and this composter definitely does not have that problem. The only place it collects water could be right here on top, but all I do is give it a quick spin, and if there was any, it just comes right off. In the center here, there's a bit of a support, and I read online some people didn't use that, so there's actually 2 compartments here, but if you don't use it, I think it's harder for it to support it, so I do have it in place here. And if we open it up here, we just found the door, it just slides back and forth, nice and neat. And I've got 2 sides going. This side's much juicier, this side's a bit drier. This is what I started with, and I was doing better at first. As you can see, I've got my brown material is my leaves, and if I had grass, I'd put that in there. And then over here, we can probably see a little bit of activity going on. And I just like to give it a bit of a spray once in a while. Keep things nice and wet, especially when it's like it is right now and it's 90 degrees for 2 weeks straight. If it dries out too much, nothing will happen. So we just spray it off there. And you can see right here is that centerpiece. The idea being you can have 2 different batches going at the same time. To be honest, since I started mine at the same time, I kind of wish it was 1 big batch instead, but that's okay. And after I spray it down there, just give it a spin. Mix things up nice. I can't reach in there to show you what the compost looks like right now because it's definitely unfinished and probably kind of disgusting. Optimally, I'm sure if you cut things up smallly, you mix stuff in the correct ratio, you edit it all at once and let it sit, and you kept it wet, you could probably produce compost pretty quick in here, a month, maybe 2. The way I'm using it, it's definitely not going to be that fast. I'll probably let it sit all summer and then just spread out whatever it looks like in the fall back in the food forest, or worst case scenario, I won't get it out until next spring. So those are my thoughts so far. It's a work in progress, a learning process. I definitely don't use the thing to its optimal settings, but it's getting the job done for me. The main important thing that I really wanted to use it for was to minimize, or in fact completely reduce, any of the green waste from my kitchen. And for that purpose, it's perfect. I throw it all in here. I throw some dried grass or leaves once in a while, and I'm just letting it sit and do its thing. And I know I'll have some sort of product either this fall or next spring to put out in the garden or the food forest. In a few more months, I'll definitely do another update video, and we'll see what we have at that point in time. Until next time, I'll see you in the forest.